Height matters.
Of course it does.
Well, everyone has their preferences, but I really don't think they appreciated this next part.
Step on the scale.
I'm not going on a scale. You should love a girl for who they are.
You should love a guy for who they are, now regardless of height.
That's true.
Right, that is true. But wait.
So take it back then.
I'm not taking it back, but
Step on the scale.
no.
You're being a coward.
Wait, you're ridiculous.
Hold on. By this logic, it's not okay to care what your partner's weight is, but it's absolutely acceptable to care how tall they are. What?
You need to know an exact number.
You don't need to know an exact height.
All you gotta know is that they're taller than me, and that's it.
Okay, I want you to be lighter than me. Step on the scale.
No.
It's almost too funny, isn't it? The fact that in society it's highly encouraged for women to have strict dating standards in regards to what the men they choose to date look like. But it's often frowned upon if men have standards in regards to what the women that they choose to date physically look like. I wonder why that is.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, you don't want to get me started with these kind of hypocrisies, because I always found it a bit weird that we got women out here that'll being disqualified for having an Android, literally a cell phone, you guys, as opposed to having an iPhone. But those very same women crucify that man if he said, I want a woman with a low body count who ain't been hopping around from dick to dick. Crazy, bro. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. And to be honest with you, I think that just has a lot to do with women wanting to have the first right to refusal, simply because they control access to sex. However, they don't control access to relationships, and that is the battle that they are just going to have to deal with on their own. Because at the end of the day, men are beginning to have less incentive to do so. So, with that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the next video.
Are men and women equal?
Actually, women are better than men. What do men bring to the world? Literally nothing. Women, the vibes.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Just everything.
Everything you know and love. If you look around the entire infrastructure of our nation, our economy, every building you walk into, the way that you are portraying your ideas and opinions is through technology and infrastructure and an economy and a nation that was not only built, but is still maintained to this day by men.
Did men allow you to have that haircut?
You taking personal attacks makes me seem like the more intelligent.
Okay, I understand.
Validate your point, not some personal attack because
Okay, I
you're losing
understand.
the argument. Feminism stops whenever it's inconvenient for y'all. By definition, you are delusional if you cannot defend your ideas.
You should go.
I actually don't go to.
Are men and women?
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been meaning to come across this clip for a very long time now. And this clip was very telling for me. And this is the reason why I wanted to cover that Gen Z topic a few days ago. That was a great example of what's exactly going on in the Gen Z. You can tell by the way that girl talks what kind of men she deals with. That's why when she came across a man like who was speaking to her, I'd be even willing to bet that he's probably a little bit more on the conservative side. Notice how those two don't mesh at all. That's what's happening in Gen Z. Those two people look like they were Gen Z. They look like they were pretty young. I'm telling y'all, bruh. That's what's really going on in the dating market. That's what's really going on. That's why those two look like they button heads. That's why even though he's being calm and actually making very common sense points, notice how negatively she responded, because she had no way to articulate herself, because reality was he was 100% right, and she is so delusional in her way of thinking and so brainwashed that she's kind of like, you know what, screw you, you don't think the way I think, I'm just gonna walk away because you wouldn't shut up when I talk crap about you. because he let that roll right off of him. Because the moment you did that, you lost the argument. See, this is exactly why women need men. See what happens when y'all act irrational and in y'all emotions versus a man who can articulate himself without getting emotional. Just saying. Y'all claim y'all want emotional, intelligent men. I don't know. Y'all might want to rethink that. Let's keep it moving.
They don't complain about your OnlyFans?
No, I don't think a real man would complain.
Oh shit.
A real man?
A real man.
You know what? Define for me real quick. What is a real man? Person.
He is comfortable with himself enough to let me do what I want.
Oh.
You know? Without it being disrespectful.
High standards.
Because nothing what I do is disrespect. I'm not talking about standards. It's just. Nice.
Do you think a guy that has like options and is attractive is gonna have a problem with you being on OF?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
Because if he's comfortable with himself enough, he shouldn't care. It shouldn't be that deep.
What if he like went out to a public function and people were like, "Yo,"
and it's not like I'm doing it for the rest of my life. You know, most of the time when people do OF, it's only for.
There's one problem though.
Until they can't.
Internet is forever.
I'm not saying that that's the only thing I do.
Yeah, but you don't understand that like once they find out that you do OnlyFans, everything that you do is going to be invalidated. You could be a real estate investor, you could be a millionaire, you could be successful. They're all going to be like, "Oh, well, she's on OnlyFans. Who cares?"
Well, yeah, I guess.
You're okay with that?
I mean, that's what you're saying. You're not taking any other opinion, so.
I'm just telling you that, like, even other women don't respect sex work. Like, this isn't even a male thing. This is like a society thing. Like, you're always gonna.
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, it's either you're judgy or you're not. You know. It's either you.
I think everybody judges though.
Too much.
That's the world that we live in.
Well, yeah, but.
You're picky with the men that you date, right?
Very.
So that means you're judgy by definition.
I'm judgy with the right things. I mean.
So it's right for you to be judgy with the guys that you date, but it's not right for the man to be judgy with the woman he dates?
No, I'm saying he can be judgy, but
Just a second ago, you said it's like you said in a negative context, like of being judgmental. But you're judgmental too.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's only okay when you're judgmental.
Mm-hmm.
See, so we can't have any standards.
I always find it a bit funny how much these two get hated when all they doing is just exposing the hypocrisy of how women think. This is female nature 101, you guys, especially in today's time. Let's keep it moving.
Women are taught today to give up and classify everything as abuse. No fault divorce.
Yeah, this is a fantastic point that the super chatter Daniel brings up, which is that marriage is not ultimately about happiness. Yeah. It's about submission to God, and it's about growing a family. That's the point of marriage. It's not about, it's never been about, you can have whole years, multiple years in a marriage where you're miserable due to the conditions that you're in. It happens. And it's never been the point that you get married because of happiness or you stay married due to happiness. That's just absurd. That's why I don't think secularists can really make it in marriage and why they fail so often, because they see it as a happiness index rather than as what it's supposed to be, which is a long-term commitment under God that you're not supposed to break, covenant you're not supposed to break. And even if you're miserable, you're supposed to work through that shit together.
100%.
When a woman gets old, the man divorces and finds a young, hot chick.
Men don't divorce women. 50% of marriages end in divorce, and 80% of those divorces are initiated by women.
There are girls who are like groupies as a career, and they follow successful men, plump breasts, flat stomach, no kids, and they chase men with money. They will literally throw their panties at you. So for you to say, yeah, I'm going to stick with my 60-year-old wife, I don't believe that. You're going to go to the young, hot model every time.
Generally, if we're just speaking, even if a woman gets older and she's washed up, the nigga really ain't gonna leave her. He just gonna smash some other porn on the side. I would still stick with my woman though. I'm not gonna divorce my woman. Who's to say I'm not gonna smash some other tail on the side? That's a different story, but I'm not divorcing her. And actually, if I'm older too, I'm not even gonna be caring about it.
Exactly.
I'm 60. I'm not gonna be caring about no other porn. I'm tired. I worked all of these years. I'm gonna be wanting to just vacation with her old saggy butt.
Feminism is great for promiscuous men. Feminism has made business boom promiscuous men. But ultimately, when women are promiscuous, they're devaluing themselves. You're saying, my body is not valuable. It's for everybody to see. Whenever you dress promiscuously or if you sell your body online, you're saying, my body is a cheap commodity that you can get for free or for just a few bucks.
Many women are willing to give up sex without commitment. Most young women today are willing to have sex with men without any commitment involved whatsoever. And so if you give a man sex, which is what he wants, without any sort of a commitment, that subconsciously signals to those men, you can have the thing that you want from me without any commitment.
Genuinely didn't know it was
here's
difficult for you guys.
I'm not being sarcastic.
No, here's why. Because women, you guys project your reality onto all men. You think that the way you guys have it is the way men have it. An average woman, if she was so inclined, could sleep with a new guy every single day of the week. For a guy to be able to do that, he has to be either very good looking, he has to have status, he has to have money, he has to have something. An average man, a guy who's working in McDonald's, ain't gonna be running through girls.
For sure.
An average chick who works at McDonald's can have a new guy every single night of the week. We're not the same. It's different.
Okay.
That's why there's a double standard. It's not impressive for a woman to sleep with a bunch of guys because that's easy. Whereas for men, it's very difficult for men to get laid. Let me add this one thing. An average woman, if we're looking at equivalency, an average woman has about the same negotiating power, has the same pull as essentially a male celebrity.
Where'd you get that statistic?
It's
real life.
self-evident.
Hold on, let me
It's
finish.
self-evident. It's not a statistic. It's just the sky is blue. I look up in the sky. The sky is blue.
I'm so glad that he brought that up because I say this all the time. And I'm going to say it again in case anybody missed this. Especially the women, because this is something that they really need to understand when it comes to the whole high body count argument. It's so easy for y'all to get sex, and the funny part about it is that y'all know this. This is one of the reasons why y'all complain about not being able to get relationships so much, because of how easy it is for y'all to get the sex. This is why y'all complain so much. If y'all were able to get relationships as easy as y'all were able to get sex, y'all wouldn't have anything to complain about. At least a lot less to complain about, that's for sure. So let's cut the crap. Y'all know the reason why men care is because it's a lot easier for y'all to get it than for men to get it. So if a man can get is just as much sex as you, if not more, that says more about him than it does about you, because he has to gain access. You give access. Why is that so hard and complicated to understand? Are y'all really that brainwashed? Like, if so, I don't want to see none of y'all getting y'all passports and coming over here with that shit. Stay y'all asses over there. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.